5 of the biggest banks in the country just had a strong quarter in auto lending. Ally, Capital One, Chase, Wells Fargo, and U.S. Bank all grew in Q2 and brought in roughly $50 billion in auto originations. Combined, that's up about 13.5% from the first quarter. How big are banks really in auto finance? It depends on which number you're looking at. Look at new originations this quarter, and banks made up 28.42% of all auto financing in the country, per Experian's most recent data. Next, look at these 5 banks' share of all outstanding auto loans. These 5 banks alone are carrying roughly $310 billion in outstanding auto loans. The entire country owes $1.68 trillion in auto debt. That's 1 out of every $5 of auto loan debt in America. Why did it increase? Part of the story may be captives pulling back, though the picture so far is mixed, not one-directional. GM Financial's originations were down 5.4% this quarter, driven mostly by leasing. Ford Credit's loan volume was also down. We're still waiting on a few more captives to report before that picture is complete. In the meantime, here's a closer look at the bank side. Several of these banks are running the same playbook. Get on pre-select, asking dealers to send them every credit application, not just the ones a dealer thinks will get approved. Full-spectrum banks can price almost any credit tier that comes through the door, so seeing more applications is pure upside for them. Subprime-focused finance companies don't give low interest rates, which removes the need for dealers to let them see most of their apps. Wells Fargo auto originations jumped 40.6% year-over-year in the second quarter to $9.7 billion. 2 things are driving it. First, the Federal Reserve lifted Wells Fargo's 7-year asset cap in June 2025, freeing the bank to grow again. Second, Wells Fargo became the preferred lender for Volkswagen and Audi dealerships in the U.S. starting in 2025, with Ducati added in 2026, giving Wells Fargo a captive-style relationship without being a captive. Ally received a record 4.6 million credit applications in the second quarter, up 17% year-over-year. CEO Michael Rhodes said the increased application volume has allowed them to grow. The result was $13.3 billion in auto originations, a 21% increase from a year earlier, with Ally still being selective about what it actually books. Capital One's auto originations grew 18.9% in the second quarter. Capital One is expanding its unique dealer-facing tools through the growth of its Navigator platform. We'll look at captives and independent finance companies when more information comes in. Until then, why do you think the banks increased their share of originations this quarter? Comment below.